Hi guys, thank you so much for being here with me on this video. My name is Angela and thank you for coming and spending a little time out with me today. So yes guys, it's been 7 weeks since I started Mounjaro, and in this video I'm just going to give you a quick review, a quick update on how it's been for me, the highs and the lows, and also my overall results for for this week, 7 weeks in. So let's just dive in. So back on week 1 and 2, when I started on it, I was getting some symptoms, and I know that a lot of people do get symptoms of some sort. There's a few people who get no symptoms, and they're the lucky ones, but most people will get something or other. And for me, my symptoms were the burps. Oh my days, the burps was so bad. And I think that, now I'm not a medical expert, I'm not, you know, a doctor, a scientist, anything like that, but I know my body, and I think that the burps was because the purpose of Mounjaro is to slow the digestion of food through the stomach, and I was getting the burps, I think, because the food was staying in my stomach a lot longer, and that was releasing gases, and therefore it comes out one end or the other, and it was just coming out the top end for me. I know some people get it both ends, but yeah, I was just getting lots and lots of burping. So I was taking drinking lots of peppermint tea, lots of mint tea, and ginger as well to help settle it. But now, 7 weeks in, I think my body has gotten used to the medication, and also I've really adjusted my portions and eat even more slowly, so I don't often get the burps now. I'd probably say I only really get it if I've eaten something a bit too quickly, but other than that, I don't really get the burps. So that's really good, that's really settled. I'd love to know, if you're on Mounjaro, are you getting burps and how's it affecting you? I'd love to know. Drop a comment below. The other side effect that I was getting was I was getting bruising, some really serious bruising, because what I was doing was injecting in the same area. And when I realised that I shouldn't be doing that, now I'm injecting alternate. You can inject at the back of your arms, in your thighs, or in your tummy, and I prefer to inject in my tummy, but I do alternative sides, so I'll swap it, left side 1 week, right side the next. It's just having to remember which side I inject in, and I'll do write it on my box just to remember. And then I will also 1 week I'll inject it higher in my tummy, lower in my tummy, to the side of my tummy, so I'll move it around so it's not always in the same spot. And years ago, when I was on Victoza and then Bydureon, I was getting a lot of bruising because I was injecting in exactly the same spot, and my consultant said no, don't inject in the same spot because it'll cause bruising, but also it can lead to an abscess as well. So yeah, learnt from that one. So other than that, I've got no bruising, my tummy's not sore when I inject, nothing, absolutely fine. So yeah, absolute really good positive there. My food noise, now if you did see any of my earlier videos, I did say that when I was on 2.5 milligrams, I found that, so I inject on a Saturday, that's my weigh day and my injecting day, and I found that when, say like Thursday or Friday before my injection was due, my food noise had come back quite strongly. Well, not as strongly is probably a bit of a strong word, but it had come back, and I was feeling that sense of hunger. So, and it wasn't strong, it wasn't huge, but it was noticeable. So that was on 2.5 milligrams. When I took the injection first on the Saturday, the suppression was really strong, and then it kind of weakened towards the end of the week. And then I went up to 5 milligram, and on 5 milligram, oh my days, the suppression was super strong, and the food noise didn't come back. So come Friday, it was still strong. yeah, no food noise creeping back in. So yeah, so 5 milligram is working for me. Another high is that I'm in terms of now I have had a bit of a tricky week, and I'll come to that in a minute, but in terms of like my progress, my weight loss progress, I'm really happy with that, and I'll share with you my results in a moment. But this week I've had a really difficult week, and it nothing to do with Mounjaro at all. But I suffer with a number of health conditions, and one of them is well, a couple of them is arthritis, let's start again. I suffer with osteoarthritis, SLE, which is lupus, and also fibromyalgia, bursitis, and a few other things. And I've been really bad, really poorly, so poorly. They got me, I called the hospital the one day, my lupus team, and they booked me in an emergency appointment with the nurse the very next day. So that's how poorly I've been, because normally you have to wait, you know, at least a couple of weeks to get an appointment. I got in the very next day, and then they set me up to have some bloods done, and now the bloods have been done, so now it'll go back to the consultant, and they will see, you know, what's happening with my inflammatory markers, my lupus markers, my overall bloods, to see what's going on. But I've been so poorly, a huge amount of swelling and intense pain in all my joints, from my neck, my shoulders, my shoulder blades, my hands, my fingers, my wrists, my knees, my hips, and my feet, to the point that I couldn't even stand or walk. It was so bad. So really poorly with that, and it just made me wonder. See, one of the treatments that I may have will be a steroid injection, and it's just making me wonder, one, will any of the medications that they put me on, will that be contraindicative? That's a big word, but will it sort of affect me, or would I have to come off Mounjaro? I don't know. That's something I have to ask, because at the end of the day, I've got to get this inflammation under control. But also, if I have a steroid, I don't, because in the past, whenever I've had steroids, I've always had weight gain, because of that, because it increases the appetite. But with the Mounjaro, it's almost like working against it. Whilst these steroids increases the appetite, the Mounjaro is designed to reduce the appetite and the food noise. So it's going to be interesting, but I will keep you up to date. I will let you know what my medical team say and how they see the Mounjaro working. At this stage, and as I say, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional, but I don't feel that the Mounjaro has impacted my health. I don't think that it's made a difference. I could be wrong. It could be a massive side effect. I don't know, but I'm kind of doubting it. I doubt that. But we'll see what happens when my bloods come back and I hear from the consultant. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, I've not been well. I've not been eating. Now I don't eat a lot anyway, but I've eaten even less this past week because I've just been in so much pain. So yeah, we'll see. I am due a blood test, my HbA1c, in I think next month, so they're going to call me for that, and then we'll be able to see where whether the Mounjaro has, you know, and the weight loss has impacted my blood glucose levels further. So again, I'll keep you up to date on that one, guys. So generally not hungry, and with Christmas coming, I'm just been thinking about how I'm going to tackle Christmas, and I have been asked Will I sort of not take the injection next week so that I can enjoy Christmas? And I really had to think about this, and I thought, no, I'm still going to have my dose as normal. For me, it's business as normal, because for me, it was overindulging at Christmas that got me, you know, very overweight and very unhealthy. And I've got the opportunity to have this medication to help me overall and to improve my health, to lose the weight and improve my life. And I thought, I'm not going to stop just because it's Christmas, just for a couple of days. No. And I'm not sure if the medication works like that anyway. I don't know if by just not having a dose, it's going to bring your appetite back straight away. I know, was it last week or the week before, when I had a weekend away and I couldn't inject on the Saturday, I had to have my injection on the Sunday. It didn't make a difference. That suppression was still there, that the food noise didn't come back. So I don't think that by not having the injection over Christmas, or for the Christmas for a week, or for, well, certainly for a week, in my opinion, and for me and my body, I don't think it's going to make that much difference. I don't think I'm going to suddenly have my appetite back. I have got an appetite, let me just say, I have got an appetite, but it just helps me to be more in control and having less food. I'm going to family for Christmas Day, and I don't eat much anyway. So, yeah, I'm going to just enjoy the food that they provide. And usually, like with last year, I just ate the main dinner and I didn't really have lots of the chocolates and the crisps and the sweet, all those snacky things. I didn't really have much. So this year, I think that's going to be even less. So, yeah, I think. And the one thing that I've learned on my journey, I've been on my journey nearly 6 years. It'll be 6 years in January. The one thing that I've learned is that I don't need food to enjoy myself. I don't need food or alcohol. And 6 years in, 10 stone down, I think that is with me now. So for Christmas, I'm looking forward to being with my grandchildren and my family, having that time together, seeing the kids open their presents and playing with their presents, and, you know, just feeling the love in the room. That is what's important to me. We're not having a turkey. We never have a traditional Christmas dinner, so that's neither here nor there. So yeah, just being together is what's important to me. So yeah, I will have food, and I will, you know, enjoy the food and the drinks that's there, but I definitely am not going to be overindulging, because that's what made me so sick. And I remember the days, and this is in fact what got me started on my journey. I had indulged so much at Christmas 2018. I literally couldn't get out the sofa, and my son had to haul me out, and I struggled to get up the stairs, and I felt so sick. Every joint in my body was hurting me, because I'd just eaten mindlessly and eaten to excess, and I didn't even enjoy it. That's the thing. I stuffed my face and I didn't even enjoy it. And I think back then I really felt the pressure of society. You know, everywhere you look, you see these feasts on the table, and you kind of like, if you're not having this great big turkey with all the trimmings and all the desserts and, you know, the wine and the drinks, and if you're not having that, there's something wrong with you. And I always felt kind of like, to have a good Christmas, I've got to have this ginormous feast. And then I realised, no, I'm not bowing to that pressure. I'm not bowing to it, because the last time I did, I ended up feeling so bad, and I would put on so much weight. it would take me the best part of the year to get the weight off. And so I had to really work on my mindset and change my mindset. So no, I'm not going to be overindulging. I will have a good time with my family and friends, and I'll, you know, enjoy my meal and meals over the festive period. But no, I'm not overindulging. Those days are long gone for me, long gone. So I think the mindset is definitely a massive high for me. Just having this positive mindset about how I approach food and alcohol. And I will say on that note, I used to enjoy a drink on the evenings, on the weekends. I haven't had one for ages, for absolute ages, and I don't miss it either. But I think I will have a little tipple at Christmas with my family and when my friends come over. So lots and lots of highs for me. Lows, the only low, and it's not even a low, the only concern that I have is whether or not my HbA1c has been impacted, whether it's lowered, and I'm really hoping that it has. Yeah, I look forward to getting those results. So talking about results, what I am going to do, because you know me, I just lose track of my weight loss results. What I will say is that my clothes are fitting so much better. So in next week's video, guys, I'm going to do my monthly try on. So if you've not seen this video here or this video here, where I share with you the clothes that I use to measure my progress, do check them out. But I am going to be doing my update next week, and I'm really excited because I honestly haven't tried the clothes on, but I feel like I've lost a lot of inches, because even the jeans that I've got on today, when I first bought them, they fitted really close. They're like a skinny fit, but they fitted really close, and it was a struggle to do the button and the zip, and then I'd have to really breathe in and suck everything up to get the zip. Now I don't even have to do that. They're just whoop, straight up, button, done. So I know that I've lost inches as well. So looking forward to seeing that try on. So if you're not subscribed, feel free to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and then when I upload that video, you'll be able to see that. So what I am going to do this week, guys, is I'm going to put here for you, because I lost count of how much weight I've lost, which I know is a terrible thing when you're on a weight loss journey. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my weight losses on this spreadsheet here for you so you can see, because what I've been doing the past couple of weeks is giving you my Renpo results, and I will still do that for you, but I just want to mix it up a little bit. So last week I gave you the trends, and this week now I'm going to give you like my weight loss statistics here. So what I will share with you is looking at my overall results on that I track on Renpo to date. I have lost, how do I say it? I'm 18%, my results is 18% closer to my goal. That's the way to say it. Yeah, I didn't know how to phrase it. Yeah, so Renpo gives me a statistic, a percentage. So they look at my starting weight and they look at my goal weight, and I've put my goal weight in, and it's each week when I weigh in, and it gives me all my stats, like, you know, this is my stats from 2 weeks ago. It also works out my percentage progress towards my goal. So I've made 18% progress. Get in there, girl. Really pleased with that. Yeah, really pleased. So it's really working for me. And this week stepped on the scale and I've lost £1. So let me just tell you, I wasn't expecting to lose an ounce. In fact, I was expecting to gain weight, and I'll tell you why. And it's not about eating, it's not about the food noise or anything like that. It's because I've been so badly inflamed. The whole of my body has been inflamed, and in the past, whenever I am inflamed, I gain 2 to 3 pounds at least of fluid. Yeah, it's not fat, it's just fluid. And then when I feeling better and the inflammation goes, that weight comes off. So I've been really badly inflamed, and although my inflammation is going down, I still have quite a bit of inflammation, like particularly in my hands, in my wrist, my hips, my knees, yeah, and a little bit in my feet. So I got on the scales not expecting to see a loss, but expecting to see a gain. So I was really surprised that I lost £1 pound. So really pleased with that, really pleased. It'll be interesting next week when I weigh in, because if my inflammation has now come down even further, that should probably even be a bigger loss. But we'll see, not trying to get ahead of myself, because my inflammation can stay in my body for a good couple of weeks, so we'll see. But so far, £1 pound off. So yeah, another high is weight loss is happening. I'm feeling, apart from the inflammation, feeling good in myself, not constantly thinking about food, not even wanting, you know, to buy food. When you may have seen some of my food hauls, well, not food hauls, but like browsing you may have seen some of my videos where I'm browsing the shelves of Aldi and some of the supermarkets, and this year I've not even been tempted to buy a lot of stuff. I bought a couple of things, but nowhere near. I haven't even done my own Christmas shopping. That's how bad it is. Whereas in the past, I would have been on the third lot of food now. I've not even been tempted to do that. So yeah, it just means that I'm saving a lot of money, but also using my money elsewhere as well, other than food. So yeah, massive life change for me. What I'd love to know, guys, is how are you approaching Christmas? What is your strategy for tackling Christmas? Are you gonna just put the diet or the weight loss journey down and thoroughly indulge in Christmas, or are you going to be mindful over Christmas? Or maybe you're still going to be tracking your points or your calories or your sins. What are you going to do? I'd love to know. Do share with me, guys. Drop a comment in the comment section below. So guys, that's it for me today. Yeah, thank you so much for being here with me. Yeah, feel free to come back next week when I do my my week 8, and I do my try on as well. Yeah, 2 months on nearly 2 months on Mounjaro. So guys, yeah, whatever you do, have a lovely day. And if I don't see you, well, I will be uploading before Christmas, but if you don't catch the video before Christmas, then I wish you a very happy Christmas and a wonderful new year, and I will speak to you soon. Take care, guys. Bye.